but feeling like a weenie. But now it's 5:30. It's time for our martini. Welcome to our show. Welcome to our Kiki, the 5:30 Quarantini. Hello, and welcome to the 5:30 Quarantini. Dylan, that was a close one.
That was a really close one.
I am Michael Hull.
I'm Dylan Bustamante.
And happy Thursday, happy hour. We're glad you're here.
Happy hour.
In a minute, we're going to make a drink, but what you guys couldn't see is that as soon as I hit go on today's episode, Dylan went to gather his ingredients for the episode, and he made it back in just the nick of time.
I just sat down and I was like, I just put my headphones in. I was just pretending that I knew what you were saying. Did we match up?
We did. It was
wow.
Great. We've done it, at this point, we've done it 120 times, so I feel like you knew what was happening. Dills, hello.
Hello.
Greetings from Manhattan.
Yes, greetings from Queens.
How is your Thursday? How's it going?
My Thursday's been a little wild today, I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
I had a meeting with, shout out to the Actors Fund.
Yes.
I had a fun little meeting with them talking about health insurance and how to do that.
We love it.
So shout out to the Actors Fund. And then I watched a little of The View and I got ready for today's episode.
And what an episode it's going to be. I am so excited for this. I don't want to give anything away, but we're making big choices today.
We are making a lot of choices. Big, huge choices.
Big, huge choices. And I simply cannot wait. Dylan,
yes.
not to mumble the name of He Who Shall Not Be Named, but this is our final episode during a presidency that is not Joe Biden's.
It's true.
How about that? I completely circumnavigated saying his name, but
of course,
the next time we're live, which spoiler alert is a week from tonight with Alicia Umphris, we're gonna have a new president.
We're gonna have a brand new president who spent 8 years in the White House already. So
yeah, it's gonna be great.
It's gonna be wonderful.
I'm glad you guys are showing up in the comments. Welcome. As a reminder, we don't know you're here until you comment.
Right.
So drop us a comment. We'll highlight you on the screen, and then we'll know you're here, so we can show you some love.
It's true.
Dylan, I'm so excited. What do you say we jump in to our guest?
Sure.
All right, you guys.
Sounds perfect.
Everyone, get excited. Today's guest has performed all over the world on Disney Cruise Line, national tours, and beyond. Oh, it says in the script, do your best Buzz Lightyear impersonation. Do national tours and beyond. How was that?
Nice Buzz Lightyear impression, Michael. You can tell I wrote the script today. Jimmy has been seen regionally in Hairspray, Oliver, Grease, The Wizard of Oz, the national tour of Beauty and the Beast, and this hit college production of Kiss Me Kate that was directed by two wonderful, amazing people, one who's talking right now. Mm-hmm. And most recently was at La Jolla Playhouse in the hit musical Fly.
Oh, I've never heard of it.
Yeah, we've never talked about it on our show ever.
Oh, I think Jimmy's the last person from the cast of Fly to do our show. I think we've now worked our way through the entire cast of Fly. So we're really excited to round it out tonight. Jimmy, of course, also created and curates the hit Instagram channel, Let's Hear It for the Choice, daily. And you are watching this show and you are not following the account, there's a problem.
Yes, there's a huge problem. Jimmy has been one of my favorite people in New York City since he moved here from Natick, Massachusetts, where he and I got to know each other very well. We went to college together, and I've seen many an Elphaba impression from him. So just you wait on this little video package. Let's take a look at Jimmy
Larkin.
Slick as Gaston, no one's quick as Gaston, no one's incredibly thick as Gaston. There's no man in town half as manly. Perfect of your paragon. You can ask any Tom, Dick, or Stanley, and they'll tell you whose team they prefer to be on. No one hits like Gaston, catches wits like Gaston. In a spinning match, nobody spits like Gaston.
Especially that is better.
Put out 10 points for Gaston.
When I was a lad, I ate 4 dozen eggs to help me get hard. But now I'm 5 dozen eggs and I'm slightly as size of a boy.
gosh. Oh, I have to fix this. We love an Elphaba moment.
Is my internet awful?
What?
Is my internet like cutting out? Is my
No, you're
internet
back.
already cutting out?
No,
No,
you're back.
you're good.
We had a brief
Are we
mute
sure?
scare at the beginning, but yeah, now
Yeah.
you're good. Jimmy, hi.
Oh,
Welcome to the
geez.
show.
Oh my god, you really dug. You really did your YouTube dig.
I did do my YouTube dig, and I also I completely forgot about that Ellen Stardust moment until today.
You know, that was a wild moment, and I still am in contact with that man. He's like,
Really?
he's like a fitness guy. He has like a book out, and his name is Charles D'Angelo, and he's the greatest, and he's so sweet. And I was making fun of him because like he ordered he's like, can I just get like a plate full of like chicken? And I was like, a plate of chicken. I was like, I can like ask the chef if he can like make a plate of chicken, and I like gave him all the shit and like sang the song and like announced it like, this man over here ordered a plate of chicken, and then he like he explained to me that he used to be like 300 pounds and like lost all this weight and like it's now like a huge. He's been on like I think it was like the Ellen show or like he's been on like big TV shows, and I'm like, oh, this is like he's legit, and I'm like over here.
He knew the words to Gaston.
Well, and now he's also been on the Broadway-Talk Live Network. So way
Yeah,
to go, sir.
Yeah, we should go tell him that.
Oh my goodness. It looks quite sunny where you are. Where are you coming to us from today?
I'm in Florida, actually, the Villages, Florida. Have you ever heard of it? The Villages.
No.
My mom just retired and moved here. It's a retirement like town, I guess.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm imagining you coming out of your house every day and singing Little Town. It's a quiet
And then just seeing
village."
everyone without their masks on because we're in Florida.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The COVID
Safe
capital
down there.
of the world.
Yeah.
Well, we're so excited you're here, and we have a
Yes.
lot to get to today. The multimedia packages are just starting. Don't you worry.
I'm
But
nervous.
first things first, this is a happy hour show. So cheers. Do you have something that you're sipping on today?
So I'm at mom's house, her new retirement home. She doesn't really drink, but she has bottles of wine that people gave her. So I just took a bottle of wine from the fridge
Thanks,
and
Mom.
I'm
Perfect.
gonna open that up. There was two options, but I could only reach one. So so it's
Well-
this Chardonnay.
Great. A Chardonnay it is.
And she doesn't even have wine glasses, so
A Chardonnay in a
wow.
rocks glass. We love. Dylan,
fine.
you and I are going a slightly different route today. Do you want to
Yes.
tell us what we're making?
So I want to go back to this delicious cocktail that we've made on the show before. I'm pretty sure it's It's a pretty simple one. It's a vodka soda splash of Aperol.
Great, sold. I think I've got vodka, soda, and Aperol. So am I ready? Did I book
Yes.
it?
Do you have limes?
I do.
Great. Then
Wow.
you're good to go.
All
We're
right,
good
let's
to go.
do it.
All right. So we're gonna start with look at these pours I got. By the way,
Oh my god, you're so fancy.
I'm like a full bartender now. Okay.
Okay.
We're gonna do. What are we gonna do? 2 ounces of vodka.
Sure, like 2
I
ounces.
found out over the holiday. 1, 2.
one shot of vodka. You ever seen that clip? Or
One shot of vodka, yeah.
Dude, that's 2 shots of vodka.
1 shot of vodka. I found out that all drinks or like one serving is technically 1.5 ounces, and we've been doing like 3 on all of these episodes, Michael.
Yeah, that's Chris. Don't anybody tell my boyfriend this if you know him and you're watching. But Christopher's only allowed to drink like 2 drinks a week because of his new fitness program.
Okay.
But he seems to think that a drink is whatever you can fit in a cup. So he's like, "Yeah, I only had 2 drinks." I'm like, "I'm pretty sure you just had a half a bottle of vodka." But
Hilarious.
that's neither here nor there.
All right. I'm putting my splash of lime in there,
Okay.
and then gonna fill up the rest with some soda water, which is why I almost was late because I had to make soda water.
From the Soda
Ooh.
Stream.
From the
We are
Soda
hashtag,
Stream.
hashtag not sponsored, but could be.
I know. Megan Kane loves you. Did I hear Chardonnay? My kind of guy.
I mean,
next to the Chardonnay.
Chardonnay wouldn't be my choice, but I'm here for it. I'm here for the choice.
Don't even know. Oh
It's
God.
a choice.
Okay.
It's a choices themed broadcast, and you've made your first one with a
Yes.
Chardonnay.
Yes, making choices. Making choices. All right, and then I'm just gonna do a splash of Aperol on top. If I can get my Aperol open, I can't get it open.
Uh-oh, you just got so
Uh-oh.
upset so fast. I
know.
Look at this! Look at this sun! Look at this sunset.
I know you're getting like a golden hour moment over here, Jimmy.
This is good.
Happy hour.
The lighting. The lighting effects are really strong in Florida.
All right.
I'm ready when you are, Dylan. Are you still opening the Aperol?
You know what? I think I'm gonna forget the Aperol. It's just a vodka soda. I can't get the Aperol open.
Well-
this is not the first time on this has happened. So
Cheers.
Cheers.
Welcome to Happy
cheers,
Hour.
Jimmy. Boop.
So excited. Well,
oh my God, too much line. I need this open.
Well, you can work on that while I get down to the serious, hard-hitting questions with our esteemed guest today.
Okay, I'm gonna make
you
you
guys.
smaller.
Oh, why are we doing this? This is not. This is not the desired effect. We're gonna work on this. Jimmy, of course, we all just saw that delightful sizzle reel of some of your performance highlights. We know that you've performed all over land and sea. But also during COVID, during this shutdown, this pandemic, you've been a creator, you've been a curator, and you are the founder and curator of Let's Hear It for the Choice on Instagram, currently with, I don't know, 1 million bajillion followers. And it is all about highlighting strong choices made on stage. Tell us about it. Where did it come from? How did the idea come about? What is the origin of Let's Hear It for the Choice?
So the origin, first of all, is just 20 years of, or however many years of YouTubing. And during quarantine, I was like sad.
Yep.
No, but I was like thinking about, I was like, there's so many, or actually it was before quarantine, actually, really, that the idea kind of came about, because I was realizing, I was like, there's so many YouTube videos that I love and I lose track of them. You know, like, what was the name of that video? Where's the link to this? Like, how do I find that? There used to be a video of this person like singing this note, and I don't know where it is. Anyway,
yeah. So
I started to make a note in my phone, because I was like, I need to like keep track of all of these and just have them somewhere. So I was like, I'm just gonna keep a note of them. And then it like my note was like reaching like over 100 videos like instantly, and I was like, dang, I need to like put the videos someplace. So I like wanted to make a Finsta, because I was like, no one wants to see that on my Instagram. Like, just posting all these videos. So little did I know. I was like, nobody wants to see me post all these videos. So I made a separate account just for my own self to like have them all in one spot. And I kind of just post on my page. I was like, hey, I made a page of my favorite videos. And then people started following it, and I was like, what the heck is happening? And I like didn't even make hashtags or like follow people, and it just kind of like people just started to like the videos, and here we are.
Here we are. It is a wild phenomenon. It is one of my favorite things on the internet. We all need a little bit of levity. We all need a little bit of like yes and scream and work in our pandemic lives. And so I'm thrilled about it. Yeah. I have to say, you were talking about making the note of the videos, and I have to say the most infuriating thing, because I am also a big YouTuber, and do you ever start like a playlist and you save videos that you love, and you go back to the playlist later and the video is gone, and it's just like a black screen that says like video no longer available?
Well, I'm like bad. Like, my problem was that during the time of like all the first Natalie Weiss videos, or like the You Mish videos back in the day, like I never like used a YouTube account like you should. Like, I never like bookmarked videos and stuff. So like I don't even think I have any liked videos on my YouTube, but I use YouTube all the time. I just don't use it properly. But yes, I know what you're talking about. I've seen on other people's, because like there are trusted people that I'm like, oh, they have some good stuff on theirs. I'll go to theirs and be like, this video is no longer here.
And you're like, something good was there, but someone came for it.
Yeah, what the hell? Oh yeah, you don't even know what the title was, do you?
Right. No, it's completely gone.
Something good was there.
Sometimes I have the closest thing that I have to a Let's Hear It for the Choice is I have a very long-standing YouTube playlist called Late Night Lady Belt, and it's just women belting, and I listen to it late at night. So it's aptly
Late Night Lady Belt.
Yeah, you're like drinking, and then you're like, I just want to hear Carolee Carmelo belt for like 3 hours. And you put on this playlist, but every once in a while, one of them disappears, and then you have to like process of elimination, figure out what used to be there. I know, it's not great.
It's very sad. Jimmy, what was your first video on Let's Hear for the Choice that you were like, oh my God, what did I do? Like, I created a monster and Let's Hear It for the Choice. What video was it?
There's been several ones, but it's so funny to see like what people respond to. I think the first one that like started to get a ton of views was like this Jenna and waitress from the West End, because I'm obsessed with like the sugar butter flour, don't let me down, like trying to find the perfect placement there. And there was this one in the West End, she was full belt, and I was like, this is underappreciated. And I also realized I think there's just like a ton of waitress fans out there, like super fans. So that was the first one that I was like, oh, people really loved this. But then there's also, I'm trying to like think, like there was ones on there like toward the beginning that were like, I was like, I know no one's ever seen this video. It's like at someone's preschool recital, and like people are eating this up. So that's when I also died, you know, because there's like the ones from Broadway or West End or whatever that it's like, sure, of course they're going to get praise, but it's like more exciting for me when like I post a video of like someone completely random and then like it blows up.
Well, my favorite first of all, one of our first episodes of this, I mentioned Let's Hear. It was when we had Natalie Weiss on, and I was like, "Have you heard about Let's Hear for the Choice? Because you are heavily featured." And she was like, "People have been sending me this video, but it was the Songs for a New World one, actually, ironically."
Oh my God, what a classic!
What a classic Natalie Weiss riff. But my favorite one that I didn't know of was that riff-tastic Hairspray that happened somewhere.
That's the one was it? Oh, no. Oh,
No.
Without Love.
Yes, the Without Love one.
Yeah.
And I was obsessed with it. I walked into Michael's house that day, and because we were filming something, I don't remember what it was. And I took my headphones out, and I was like, "You have to listen to this riff." And it was right when we came back from the Cape, Michael. And I was like,
"Okay,
you have to listen to this riff." I was walking down Central Park South, trying to do it.
Trying to break down the riff?
Trying to break down all the riffs from that video.
Like My Mother on a Diet.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mother on a Diet, whatever it was.
Yeah,
I remember exactly
that. Yeah. I can't do it either.
Beth Tarnow, Tracy to the Stars. It was
it was Florida State.
Broadway-Talk Live's resident Tracy Turnblad, Beth Tarnow, coming in hot with a take.
But then the best thing is that Mark Shaman comments and is like, he was like, "I wrote this and I completely approve." He says, I completely approve, or he's like, "I'm so amazed," or something like that. And I was just like, I love that.
Yeah. Well, Mark Shaman would love a good choice, so I believe that, just knowing all of his music.
Of course.
Yes.
Sure would. Well, we love Let's Hear It for the Choice. We love a strong choice, and we're going to use it as a segue to today's game of the day. Today's game of the day is inspired by Jimmy's hit YouTube series, Let's Hear It for the Choice. Today's game is called Let's Hear It for What Choice?
Uh-oh.
And here's the way it's going to work. I went through some of my most favorite YouTube videos of all time and looked for choices that I just love, things that I find delicious. And what we're going to show you is the first half of the clip, and then it will freeze. And we're going to try to guess what choice will follow. It is multiple choice. And as always, since I made today's game, Dylan is on your team. He's there to help you, to support you, as are everybody in the comments. So if you get really stumped, which I doubt you will, but we'll see what happens. If you get really stumped, just, look pensive for 14, 15 seconds and just keep one eye on the comments, and maybe someone will sweep in with an answer. Oh, I got a lot of screens going on. All right. Any questions? Are you feeling ready? Are you nervous?
Oh, yeah,
Are you excited?
I'm excited. I'm nervous. All the above.
Well, excited and scared. We're
As
starting.
Little Red One said.
Yes, and we're starting with what I consider to be one of the easier ones. Let's take a look. Here's the first half of our first choice. Oh boy. So what happens next? Does Laura Osnes pull back into a perfect, almost silent mix, leaving the audience on the edge of their seat? Is it B, we get a fierce option up on air, followed by Osnes's signature crack belt? Or C, she lifts her wig off her head, shaking it furiously, and releasing a cascade of rose petals?
If I vote for one, can it happen? Can the video all of a sudden shift and I can just watch that happen?
No, but I should let you know, if you are correct, we will see the second half of the clip, and if you are wrong, you will hear a wrong themed sound cue. So careful with your guesses.
Okay, well, it's B.
It's B. We think a fierce option up on air, followed by Osnes's signature crack belt. Also, when I hit play on this next clip, I want you to look, because it really does weirdly resemble Sasha Velour's finale outfit and wig. Let's just be honest. But let's take a look.
Come on, Bonnie and Clyde.
I'm glad you put the crack belt in there too. That because I love that. I love when girls do that.
Oh my god, I'm obsessed with it.
But if you had asked me what happens next, I would have been like, oh yeah, she does the opt-up, but I would have forgotten that like that is so prevalent there.
Yeah. That opt-up is fierce, and I'm completely obsessed with the crack belt. And Laura Osnes does it better than almost anybody.
It's
Yeah.
true. Have you ever watched her do my What Baking King to Do?
Oh yeah, she does a full belt.
She does a full belt.
She said say crack one more time. I also really quick, I have a video of Laura Osnes on my phone that I'm gonna post someday that I just like love. She just has a great botma that I love that she does in Greece.
Oh my
Come
God.
on.
Word! Laura Osnes.
She's a dance. She was, I mean, at least was, but is a dancer.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
All right, Jimmy Larkin, you're 1 for 1 in. Let's hear it for a what choice?
What choice?
Here comes the first half of our second choice.
The almost virgin who sings this dirge is on the verge of breaking down. I'm breaking down, down. The only thing that's breaking up is my family.
Okay, let's hear for what choice? A. Tony Award winner Stephanie J. Block throws a banana into her mouth and finishes the song with said banana in her teeth. B. Tony Award winner Stephanie J. Block throws the knife into the air behind her, causing a gasp. Or C. Tony Award winner, can you tell I'm excited about her Tony Award? Tony Award winner Stephanie J. Block climbs over the counter, knocking everything off of it.
Huh.
Do we remember the choice that was made?
Hey, I saw this one. I saw this one live, front row, and I lost my damn mind. also, what I didn't notice until I was watching the clip right there is she goes, "The only thing that's breaking up is my fam." I love that too.
She goes up on up.
She goes up and up.
She's a smart freaking actress. Let's take a look. Spinning wheel. Banana into the mouth. Oh no!
Oh no!
Well, you also know this was like this was like a challenge on TikTok. People were like putting bananas in their mouth.
Were they
God.
really?
Oh my gosh, my internet is terrible. But yes, Stephanie J. Block puts a half a banana in her mouth, and then she. I mean, come on, pirate queen, with that big banana tooth.
I love that.
I'm so glad it paused there. Honestly,
Yeah.
that is a mood.
Oh, she does knock it over. Okay,
She does knock it over, but not until the end. She doesn't climb over.
doesn't
I
climb
remember
over.
the banana in the mouth, and I remember the table falling, but I really wish she Teresa Giudice did and just like flipped the table. But
Ooh,
I like
yeah.
the table too.
Oh,
I
my
like those
goodness.
blocks were interesting. I liked that.
Yeah, the whole
production was brilliant.
Yeah, I saw it 1.5 times because the first time I saw it, there was a huge school group there, and they were so rowdy.
A school group at falsettos?
Yeah. They were so rowdy that at intermission, I actually went to the box office and I was like, hey, can I come back tomorrow? And left at intermission, and they gave me a ticket to come back the next day because, like, literally people were, like, yelling, screaming. And listen, I think what it was that they didn't know any better. Mm-hmm. But it's like, and so, like, I'm very glad that people were getting exposure to theater, but, like, how do we set them up to better receive theater?
Right.
It was a rough day, but I got to see it 1.5 times, which was
So you
great.
got to see that number twice then?
I sure did.
When I saw it, I saw the closing matinee.
Oh my gosh.
Because I did it when I was a kid. I did Jason as a kid, and I love that show. Also, when I did it in Massachusetts, people would like leave all the time because they were like, "Gay people, I'm out." You know, it was so sad. Like it was like not well attended.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember speaking of Florida, where you are, I did an Avenue Q in Florida that people were laughing hysterically until we got to Fantasies Come True. And then like 6 couples would jump up and be like, "Gay puppets," and leave.
Not just gay people, gay puppets.
Gay puppets.
Gay puppets, get out of here.
Outrageous. All right. If you're just tuning in, we are playing Let's Hear It for What Choice with Let's Hear It for the Choices curator, Jimmy Larkin. He is 2 for 2. And we're going to see if he can correctly guess the next choice to be made. This next clip, just something for you to look out for. I almost made this the choice, but just notice that in this next clip, Diana DeGarmo begins with full-on alphabet hands. And also, I'd like to say that I would love to see Diana DeGarmo's Elphaba.
Has she never been an Elphaba before?
Not yet.
I feel like I would name her as an Elphaba.
Can she do Elphaba and Glinda?
I would.
She can Louise Spearman that.
I have always said I want to see a duo of women who do 5 and 3 and split both tracks. Like
Andrea Ross.
When we
Andrea
run,
Ross for
yes,
sure.
work. When we run out of people to stunt cast in one role, do a double stunt cast and make the stunt that you have 2 women trading the role off. Because I'll buy 2 tickets. I'll go twice in a row, 100%.
A matinee Elphaba to a.
Oh my God, I would live my dreams. All right, let's take a look. As a reminder, keep an eye out for the Elphaba hands as we all secret Diana DeGarmo's future Elphaba. Here's our next choice. And before I show you what the options are, I just want to point out that somebody commented, "Who goes to falsettos and leaves because it's gay?"
Like what, did
why
you not
did you
know
come
anything?
to falsettos?
They didn't know what it was about. They had
All
no
right,
idea.
so that's the first half, and let's hear it for what choice? Either A, DeGarmo options up a full octave on All Along. B, we get such a fierce growl on All Along that the audience is stunned and can barely applaud at the end. Or C, she rubs one of the bed knobs, causing the bed to levitate and travel off stage.
It's the growl.
It must be the growl.
It's the growl!
Come on.
Love that.
Have you heard her do the option up on Prove the Cynics Wrong?
No.
On what?
You've heard the Deborah Cox one, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
She just
Oh my
does the
God,
same
but-
option there.
Listen how nobody claps. There's like 4 types
What,
of
is this like
claps.
tech rehearsal?
I think I've been told that this is in Japan somewhere where like clapping is not customary. But I'm like, Diana DeGarmo is living her life. And then you hear like 4 people being like, I would have lost my mind.
Wow. Imagine doing a show over there and you finish the number and you're just like,
Yeah. Imagine getting to at the act break of Wicked and you're up there and you're flying and you throw the broom and it's just like nothing. It's in Asia, says Christopher
in
Metzger
Asia.
Timpson. And he would, what? No, because he's a historian. It's a title I'm giving him.
What was your Diana DeGarmo thing, Jimmy?
oh, she just says, I mean, so I feel so obnoxious because I'm like, I saw Stephanie J. Block do that. I saw Diana do it at North Shore. I saw her do Jekyll and Hyde at North Shore.
Hi. Oh.
First of all, she's like a character actress. Like she's funny. I mean, her Penny Pingleton, of course.
Yes.
But
Iconic.
she does an option up, the same option up that Deborah Cox does on One Sweet Chance to Prove the Cynics, and ops up on Wrong. It's up the octave, right? I think.
Yeah, that's fully up the octave.
I was hoping to fool you into thinking this was that clip, but you did not fall for my tricks.
I did not fall for it.
But my God, she's so good. And she's so funny. You're right. People don't always realize that Diana is a funny actress.
Mm-hmm.
I want her Gertrude McFuzz, honestly.
Oh my God, please. All right. Well, we're 3 for 3. Also, this next clip you spoke into existence, and here it is. Let's take a look at our next choice, featuring former guest of the show, Natalie Weiss.
Oh.
I was young. I forgot the things outlived me. My goal was to kick the life and give me.
I've never seen this video.
Now, like a joke,
I don't even know what song it is.
Get ready.
to let you know our story goes on.
Oh.
Yeah, you didn't know because
We
there's
were like,
you didn't know because there's about to be a choice. Is it that A, she pivots into a Wizard and I mashup singing about Elphaba's story and how she wants to live on within the people that she's changed for good? Is it B, Natalie pulls out a balloon, puts it up her dress, and sings the rest of the song to her inflatable baby bump? Or is it C, the beat drops?
I think there's actually a world where it could be any three of these. I mean, B is okay. I would think B is far fetched, but there is a video on her on YouTube where she's like addressing the fact that people said she can't act herself out of a paper bag. You guys have seen it. Oh, well,
yeah,
54 Below. So
Yes.
yeah, of course you've seen it. But yeah, so like B is not, but I don't think she was that wild back then. So I'm gonna rule B out. And then what are you gonna say?
I feel like it's C.
You're thinking like a light.
She does like crazy mashups.
Yeah, you know. But there's also a world where A is possible because in her Get Out and Stay Out, she puts The Wizard and I in halfway through. But I'm gonna rule that out because he thinks it is B.
Chris thinks it's B.
Oh my god!
Wait,
B would be iconic.
I texted her right before we went live, and I was like, "Just so you know, you're a clue on today's episode."
I see a world where all three of these are possible, and that's why you are brilliant because you really nailed the Natalie choices. But I also
Natalie, are you here?
None of the three are like a crazy riff.
No, well, because that's just like inevitable,
right?
That's just to be expected. All right, do we have a guess?
I'm gonna go with the beat drops.
I want to say the beat drops too.
The beat drops. Dylan, you're going with C as well?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with C.
We're wrong.
Well,
And all these things
okay.
feeling more.
Oh.
My mother's mother felt and hers before.
and just so you know, I've also given, since I knew that Dylan hadn't seen this clip, we're just going to take a look at the very end of the song. Here it comes.
My child is next in a line that has no ending. And he will find like life that her child will be.
I mean, how very dare Natalie Weiss?
I mean, it's Natalie Weiss.
My
can
problem
sing.
also, I think, is that I tend. This is bad. I shouldn't admit this. Is that I tend to watch the last fourth of a video a lot of times. So
To, like,
I probably
see
have
where it's
never even
going.
seen the first half of that video.
That video. So here's the reason people haven't seen that video. I'm obsessed with that video. But it is one of those longer videos back when people would cut the intro into the video. So the video is like 12 minutes long.
Oh yeah.
So like if you don't want to sit around and listen to Natalie tell you about the time that she tried to sing this in college and her voice teacher told her that the song went on but your voice didn't. The story went on but your voice didn't.
Yes. I remember that actually.
And it goes on and on and on and on and on. And then the singing is at the end of the video. So we just cut it out. We got right to the punch today. But yeah, that's that. Also, Seth Rudetsky has a great clip. Seth Rudetsky, who beat Dylan and I for the Broadway World Award.
We don't want to talk about it. We were up against Seth Rudetsky and his husband for best
Regularly scheduled
chat
program.
Wait, but that's also like very. I mean, just being up against them is also so legit.
Oh, we're legit.
We're aware.
But we're not winners. We're not winners, baby, but we are legit.
Because you're years behind too. So
I mean, many years.
Many years.
hey.
Whoa. All right. That's going to be another point for you. So far, we have not fooled you. This next clip happens to be one of my favorite choices I've ever seen on YouTube. And so let's take a look. If you're just tuning in, you're going to see the half of a video, and then you're going to guess what happens after it. Here we go.
Okay.
Just Patty.
This is Patty.
Patty.
Oh, this is as long as okay.
Yeah.
Okay, now look carefully because this involves your next question.
Okay.
You see our stage picture here? Moving
Yes.
on. Let's hear it for what choice? Either
Okay.
Patty runs directly downstage, knocking that table out of her way like it's absolutely nothing. Or B, she crosses to that actor that is stage right of her and slowly caresses his face while finishing the remainder of the number. Or C, she casually climbs up the staircase behind her backwards, keeping her eyes on the audience.
Or D, she walks backwards up the stairs as she finishes the song and exits before the button.
Well,
First of all, I don't know this video at all, so
this is
brand new video. Thank you.
This is iconic.
Yeah. How have I not? Oh wait. First of all, can you guys look at that? Oh, you can't really see it.
Hold on. Let me make you. Ooh, come on, Florida.
Okay, Florida. Anyway,
Work.
It's already pitch dark here in New York, so.
I know that you didn't know this video, but so props to you for nailing that it was Patty right away. Good eye, good ear.
As long as hey.
I think I could actually see that it was Patty before I even heard that it was Patty. Wildly enough.
Mm-hmm.
I also used to hate Oliver.
Did you? You just said you did it.
I did do Oliver. And I used to hate it, and maybe when I did it, I appreciated it more. I mean, Nancy's one of the redeeming qualities. I just can't deal with it. It's like the whole scene in like the funeral parlor that I'm like, can we skip past this?
Right, yeah.
Skip ahead, skip ahead.
When they do a 90-minute revival like they just did a West Side Story, I'm sure it'll be.
And like they just did a Vivita. Well, not a revival, but listen.
Right.
Okay, I feel like if it was A, I would know about that. Like if it is A and I didn't know about this video, I'm gonna be flabbergasted. If Patty knocks over a table. I hope that it's B.
Okay.
But I think that it's C.
Okay. Dylan, I've made you watch this video with me drunk on the couch so many times, so you don't get to vote.
I don't get to vote? Okay, good.
Spoiler alert, Jimmy, you are correct, but I need you to watch this entire video because what you're about to see is you're about to see her in a floor-length dress backwards climb a flight of stairs, and then before the number is over, because the set piece needs to strike before the next scene, she runs off stage while finishing the number, just belting into the wing.
While she's running?
While she's running. So just get excited. Here is, you are correct. Here is the choice made by Miss Lapone. Wait for it. Still singing. She's been in the wings for like 3 minutes and she's still belting the song.
She finished the number off stage?
Yeah. She
I don't
literally
know about that choice.
Michael, I've literally never seen that.
Oh my God. I watch it
never
so
seen
many
that.
times. It's the funniest thing I've ever seen. She just casually backs her way up the stairs as if that's a thing that people do. And then they're like, you have to get off the stage. So hit the note and then just run into the wing because the wagon you're standing on is going to leave. It's the funniest shit I've ever seen. I'm obsessed. And Chris Messerton said, you are correct. You did tell us.
Wait, I thought that was a joke. That's why I put it up on the screen. It really was D.
That's really true. Kevin Messerton says there's a reason the revival only lasted a week. You do not make Patty exit before she's done singing.
Well,
You do not.
It always like amazes me that all the Annies, I feel like in like the original direction version of Annie, like she always like runs off stage with Sandy like at the end, like during her last note of Tomorrow, and I'm always like, these little girls like work, but Patty does it too.
Patty famously does that a lot. Whenever
in a red dress.
Whenever she's been at 54, she always tries to like in some of her shows, she'll like continue singing like through the audience. And let me tell you, I have some stories of her, but I'll tell this one really quick. And it's sometimes if you're not, don't make me big for this.
Don't make me big.
Sometimes if your audience isn't giving it to her, she'll come off stage and before the encore and be like, they don't deserve it, and she'll go upstairs.
Have you seen the clip of her during like recently during quarantine where she's like finishes the number and she goes, "Sound of silence."
Yes.
Oh my God, yes.
That video kills me.
Wait, that was it part of a concert.
Yeah, it was like a big concert. I don't know what it was though.
One of the
Yeah,
many.
but also all of the videos, and shout out to Birdland, an iconic venue here in New York that is currently fighting to stay alive. So if you have a few dollars and you're in the audience, go donate to them. But all of the Radio Birdland stuff that they've been doing during pandemic is so funny because there's just nobody there.
Right.
So people like Jessica Vosk did this like insane number and she's belting and screaming and she gets to the end and she's like, nothing. Okay, moving on. Like there's just nothing going on. It's so funny. All right. Well, so far it's a perfect game. Let me check my cheat sheet. What's next? Oh, okay. We're going way back for this, and I hope that everybody's already seen this. I assume that this is a little bit of a gimme, if you will. But we'll find out. Let's go way back to the final performance for Kristen Chenoweth in Wicked.
It's all about confidence, but it's not about aptitude. It's the way you view it, so it's very true to me. Very popular. This is never gonna work.
All right, what happens next? Is it A, Kristen crosses to the bed, pulls out a diary, and announces that she's written a book on popularity? Is it B, Kristen crosses to the bed, pulls the lipstick back out, and draws a heart on Elphaba's cheek? Or is it C, Kristen crosses to the bed, stands on top of it, and announces that she should have won the Tony?
You know what? First of all, I'm also gagged again that I do not know this answer because I am a huge Wicked stan and a huge Kristen Chenoweth stan, and I'm so disappointed with myself.
Okay,
Oh my
well
God,
let's take out B because she would never put lipstick on her cheek because she would get annihilated by makeup.
I mean,
But it was
this
also her
is
last performance.
True, but she was leaving.
This moment is big. This is a big moment.
Okay, yeah, I think we can roll out C because I would never have not known about that.
That's true. I want all three too, Rose.
Wait, this is wild. I also isn't there a video of her where like the shoe whatever doesn't come out, her shoe rack doesn't come out. She said something about that. That kills me too.
I was talking to someone about this recently about like who we were as kids versus who the new kids are. And it's like when we were kids, social media was not a thing. And so you would like scour Playbill.com for anything.
Right.
But I remember watching on Playbill so many Wicked, like reading about Jennifer Laura Thompson and how she was a different height than Kristen, and like reading anything on the chat boards about bootlegs. But yeah, there's a famous bootleg video where Kristen's bed just doesn't come out and she runs over and tries to pull it out. And when it won't budge, she just goes and jumps on Adina's bed and she goes, well, we'll share.
Oh gosh.
But she did one of these three things in her last show as Glinda.
I want to say it's A.
I'm gonna go with A as well.
All right, final answers from both of you.
Yes.
Let's take a look.
See? You mustn't think that way anymore.
I love her. I love her.
I love a shaky bootleg.
All because of me. Now. I wrote a book.
I think okay, I vaguely remember this. But I haven't watched it in probably 10 years.
I know. We've been standing the Katie Rose Clark one. That just
Katie Rose Clark. I love a
came
Cara
out.
Lindsay one. I love a Megan Hilty one.
It's a
love them
Katie Rose
all.
Clark with Carmen Cusack.
Dylan, stop talking.
Ooh.
Dylan, stop talking.
Why? Oh,
Stop talking.
okay.
I don't know.
While we're on the popular train, why don't we roll into our next choice? Could it be? Could it possibly be Benjamin?
Yes.
It's Katie Rose Clark.
Yes.
Wait,
We're saying
actually,
New mom.
Wait, before we go back, Katie Rose Clark, new mom. I need to let you know, this is a new video. You guys, we don't love bootlegs. I mean, by we don't
I agree.
love, I mean,
I weirdly agree.
Yeah, we don't endorse bootlegs, but just so you know, this is a video that dropped on the internet only a few weeks ago. It is a Katie Rose Clark popular where I can only tell you that, well, let's just watch it. Here we go. This is your next choice making extravaganza. Here is Katie Rose Clark.
She's in my top 5.
Yeah. And
Okay, you guys, what happens next? Is it A, she stands back up, runs off, notice that she's barefoot, and that's because her shoes broke at the very beginning of the
I was gonna
the
say
number.
she's not wearing shoes. Is she always not wearing shoes?
No, she
No.
said, I'm going to tell you a secret. Fiero and I are to be married. And then she jumped off the bed in all of her excitement. And before she could get her next line out, she broke the heel off of her shoe.
and falls just flat.
And she
on
falls
her
on
face.
her face.
That part's in the video too.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm going to send you this video as soon as we're off the air because it is prime popular bootleg. But so is it A, she stands back up, runs off stage right to get a backup pair of shoes, but continues the song from the Wings, just
Gold.
completely off stage? Is it B, she stands up, TikTok dances back to the bed, and reaches into the pillows only to find that the lipstick has not been preset? Or is it C, she lays on the ground and announces, nope, I live here now, refusing to continue the number?
I mean, I'm gonna go with A, but I need to see it as well.
There's no way.
Got your first wrong answer of the game. It is not A. Do you want to guess again?
I mean, Dylan, you already know. You know. what it is.
I know, I was gonna mention this.
I've made Dylan watch this video maybe 55 times.
No, last time I was with Michael, we watched it on a loop.
I also love that sound effect. No way.
I got a ton of them. So if you want to start guessing wrong answers,
Oh, you have a lot of different no's.
Oh,
yeah,
we have a lot of
give you-
notes.
We also live for that.
that's if you want to
Oh,
go up.
it's all 6.
No.
No, I got Broadway nose for days.
Oh,
so,
that's funny. Okay,
you want to take another guess?
Okay. I mean, either of them are really wild. I'm gonna guess B. But it's also just wild that this happens after the shoes also breaking.
Just watch this. Watch the defeat on her face.
Wait,
Wait a minute.
this is new?
This is new to YouTube.
New to you. I mean,
I'm gonna
it's
play
new
it
to me, for
forever
sure.
ago. This
I'm
is
gonna
on
play it
tour.
one more time because it's the funniest thing I've ever seen. So Jimmy, you need to watch the whole
She's
video
like,
because
it's one of those days. It's one of those days.
literally everything goes wrong. I had to pick what part of the video to show you, but everything goes wrong. And so when she goes to the bed for the lipstick, the realization that the lipstick is not there and her response just be like, okay, yeah, this is how this show is going, is the funniest shit I've ever seen. One more time. Okay, where's the lipstick?
Right here.
He's like, yep.
And I don't remember what, but I also cut one bonus clip from this as well. So let's take a look a little further in the number, just for a little.
It's probably when she talks about the shoes.
But also,
Maybe.
her choking Carmen was also. Did she always do that with her?
No, I don't think so.
No, I mean, they have been laughing since the beginning of the scene started, so.
It's
Oh my
insanity.
God, it's
Here's
so
just one
good.
more little look at little Katie Rose Clark appreciation video.
He just needed to hold something.
Oh my God, the funniest.
Well, because once you don't have the lipstick, you should be like, I don't know what to do. Like, I'm supposed to do something, but I don't know what it is because I don't
Yeah.
have it.
Oh,
Oh
my
my
God,
God.
just the funniest. Katie Rose Clark, you guys, what an effing star.
She's
Biggest
probably
one.
one of my favorite Broadway actresses ever.
She's incredible.
She's insane. I love her so much.
Yeah. And she's like an underrated Glinda.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
And
people
sh-
don't appreciate how.
And she's one of the longest running Glindas, if not
Yeah.
the longest running.
Well, I think
I
that's
also
the.
saw. Oh, sorry.
ahead.
When I saw one of my best friends understudies Elphaba, and when I saw one of my best friends from college, and I saw her in the first time I saw her in it was with Katie, and I was like, I already was obsessed with Katie's Glinda, and I was like, the fact that I'm seeing my friend do it with Katie Rose Clark, like, dead.
Yeah. And also, not to knock it, Katie has been doing that role for like years.
Katie's been doing it for
She's had
ever.
she's had a child, like
Two
she's been
children.
doing it. She's had 2 children, and she just seems to get better and like never.
Always
loses it.
good. It's
I'm like,
always good.
Work,
Always
work,
good.
work. I'm so impressed with the fact that she is still like right up there as one of the best Glindas. All right, well, Jimmy Larkin, we simply cannot fool you, and I only have 2 left.
You did fool me.
Oh, that's right. We got to play my
That one.
my 6 cue. Let's see. I've got 2 left. Coming to us from the basement of Feinstein / 54 Below. Let's take a look at this next choice. Oops. Hold on. I got to put it on the screen. I got too excited. All right. Here it is. Let's hear it for this choice.
I've seen this one, but I don't know what it is.
And what happens next? Either A, Double J collapses to the ground like a rock star and finishes the song from his knees. B, Jeremy emphatically grabs the mic stand, knocking it onto the table seated right in front of him, which of course, Dylan, would be table number what?
What year is this? 37.
Table 37 gets an unwelcome surprise. Or C, Jer points rather aggressively at the MD, who of course is Ben Rahala, screaming, "Go!" and hits us with a surprise key change.
3 things. Shout out to Ben, dead. Love him.
Duh.
To love that it's table 37, of course.
Huh.
And 3, I just love that there's a different Jeremy Jordan every
I
week.
was gonna say that Double J. Jeremy.
I do know this video, and I didn't know what it was going to be until I read these, but it's the Go with the key change.
A key change
So
followed by a glance down to the lyrics, which are printed on the stage in front of you.
Yes.
Yes,
they are. That is one of the most watched 54 Below
Really?
in history. Yes.
What do you think? What is the most watched video?
I'm pretty sure it is Melanie.
Oh, Brooke.
Melanie Brooke. Oh my God.
Singing her medley of.
Yes. Of Do Not Sing.
Do Not Sing list.
That
oh my
makes
God.
sense because it's always in my suggested.
Yes.
She's
I'm pretty.
brilliant.
I'm like 99% sure.
Wait, that's wild. That's not even like a celebrity. That's good for amazing.
I mean, she's super smart and super funny.
Yeah.
Speaking of smart and funny, shout out to Suttonley Seymour in the comments. Oops.
We love.
If you guys are
Hashtag
enjoying live streamed content, give Suttonley Seymour a follow because she's live doing
Truly.
drag shows
All the
during
time.
All of this bullshit. Sutton, we're glad you're here. And also Beth Charno hoped that it was going to be all 3 at once.
Come on.
Knock the mic over, give us a key change, fall to your knees. Now he
It could have been.
has something else. Okay, we've got one last one. And here comes your last choice. We're going to see if you can anticipate the choice. And it's something. Here we go.
So
I love
excited.
it.
Ooh. I love Shoshana.
Same. All right. Is it A, Shoshana sings the song as written? B, Shoshana takes a subtle and understated vocal approach to the ending? Or C, there are so many options of riff that it's hard to track. I mean, holy crap, what is even happening? She's a freaking vocal powerhouse, and at one point, she appears to stare right into the bootlegger's camera and shake her head at it. Now, if you need a minute to think about this one, take your time, because only one of these things is true. One of these is the choice.
There must be a video somewhere of Shoshana singing something completely as written, no?
I mean,
I don't know.
anything that she writes, she sings completely as written.
As she wrote it.
She wrote it.
With riffs.
With riffs.
I guess I'll say C.
Dylan, we're going with C?
Of course we're going with C. And I know.
You know, she's my favorite Broadway actress, and I didn't see her in this.
Oh my
she's so
God.
good.
We have so many stories of seeing her in this show.
Come on.
Right into the camera.
Right into the camera. Woo, scary. And then that delay on the soundboard. Are you kidding me?
The first time I saw the show and that happens in that moment, I was like, that echo in the theater is so good, but that is like some of the best ever in that reverb though.
I mean, that reverb is
That reverb though,
says Nate. My God, we have so many stories about this. So I shot her headshot for the playbill for this, and she called me on like a Thursday. I don't know how much of this I'm allowed to say on the internet.
It's just like up close with her, like, I'm trying to think of what it looks like. It's glamorous.
It's yeah, she loves a glam. She loves a glamorous moment. But she called me on like a Thursday and was like, "Hey, I'm coming back. Can we shoot on Saturday? I can't tell you why, but it involves pie." And she got literally, they called her.
Because you didn't know at that time. Oh my God.
I wasn't allowed to know, but I knew. But
it involves pie.
Literally, they called her on like a Monday and they were like, "Can you start on Thursday? You're going on Broadway." She came in and slayed it so hard.
I didn't know that she learned it that she was like that quick into the show.
I don't know. I might be leaking information right now, so maybe I'll stop talking. But
cheers.
We'll talk when we get off the air.
Yeah.
Yes. It all happened very quick.
It all happened very quickly.
We went to see Dylan, myself, and my boyfriend went to go see one of her very first shows. And you know that the whole thing is like ensemble members passing her things. And for the life of her, she couldn't hold any of them.
But to be fair, most of them were not the ones where people were handing her things. Like the most famous one in my mind from this one is her trying to answer the phone.
Yeah.
And then the phone just flying just across the stage.
But the best part of it is that Shoshana, I mean, I effing love this woman.
Oh, same.
But she is such like a, I think it's something that serves her, but she's such an open soul that like when something goes wrong, she kind of makes a reaction. Like she can't control it. So she was throwing spatulas and phones all over the thing. And every time she threw something, she was like, woo! Huh? Like there was just like noises.
I would pay such big money to see a bootleg of that.
It was incredible. And then at the same time, she was like absolutely slaying the show. We had the best time.
Yeah, we had the best time.
I saw that show so many times and I swore I was not going back. And then when she went in, I went back.
I think that was my last time seeing it.
I think it was mine as well. She's that good. But my God, what an artist. And
if you could see her do any role on Broadway, what comes to mind?
I mean, I'm as basic as they come. And I'm like, Elphaba. Like,
no, a new one.
Fanny Bryce, probably.
Right,
don't you think?
I think mine would be Diana in Next to Normal. Not yet.
Oh my God.
Oh, wow.
She would kill that.
That would be great.
Or The Witch and Into the Woods. I really would love that as well.
Ooh, you know what? I'm with you on that. I would say Witch and Into the Woods. My thing with her is, although maybe I'm wrong, I used to say my thing with her is like, it's hard for me to believe that she's going to let anybody take advantage of her. You know what I mean? But then
as far as which role goes?
Like anything.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
she's such a badass.
That's what was hard for me to like. I didn't see Waitress, but when I first heard it, I was like, wow, she's such a badass. I can't see her being like
Jenna.
broken and like.
I think I said the same, and then I was absolutely gagged to see her do it and do it with such justice.
Yeah.
I was down to see also. I mean, she's a star, so she needs to be the lead, but down to see her like maybe a big black girl as Jenna and her as Becky. I was like, because Becky would be fierce too.
Oh my God. I couldn't even imagine the end of that song.
She's funny as
Oh my
too.
goodness.
Cursing, it's fine. It's the internet. Nobody cares.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let me do a little. Suddenly Seymour says, I want to see shows in the last 5 years. Yes, please. We
Rose
have
says Francesca.
Oh yeah, she
Cheers.
wants to play Francesca.
Ugh,
That's one of her dream roles.
Fanny Bryce. She did play Fanny Bryce at North Shore, and
And
there
I'm smart I didn't
is
see it.
some clips on the interwebs.
Yeah. Let me take a look at my scorecard here and do a little math. That seems like a win for Jimmy Larkin. And let's hear it for What Choice?
That was such a fun
Let's
game.
hear it for What Choice?
Oh my
What
God.
choice?
I was so excited about the game. I'm glad it went well. All right, Jimmy, we're almost done. It's officially happy hour's over. So if you're still here, drinks are full price now.
Yeah,
we have moved on. But before we can wrap this episode of the Quarantini, we have 2 hard-hitting questions that we've asked all of our guests, and now it is your turn. And the first of those questions is, we know it's been, we're coming up on almost 10 months of a Broadway shutdown, which has been really rough and has hit our industry really hard. But what is something that has brought you some joy along the way in these past 10 months? Something that's brought you some joy?
Something that's brought me some joy. I think honestly, it's reconnecting with friends that I felt like I, for some reason, haven't had time to reconnect with for some reason, because like New York life can be so busy, and just sitting down and like being able to realizing I can connect with anyone on here, it is a gift. And to do these Zoom calls with people and just like and have a friendship again with someone. I'm like, oh, I don't have to be in the same state or town or city as them to really stay connected more than just a text here and there, so that's been really a beautiful thing.
That's awesome.
Absolutely.
Dylan, do you want to ask the second question?
Sure, yes. And the second question is not to like, what am I trying to say? Not to, what's the word I'm looking for, Michael?
I mean, we're still in the heat of this pandemic, obviously.
We're still in the heat of this pandemic.
We're always a little cautious to ask the second question because we don't want to rush. We don't want to rush
any of the healing or anything that's happening in the world right now. But what are you looking forward to most once we are, fully out of this and we have, immunity throughout the world? What are you looking forward to the most?
The door just opened behind you too, so watch out. Spooky.
What I'm looking forward to most, this is the most corny answer, but it's the first thing that came to mind, and of course I'm just going to say it. It's really just being in an audience of not even just, I won't say a Broadway show, because I'm all for not like elitism, I'm any theater. I'm just excited to be in a theater seeing a musical again. I was watching clips the other day, as I always do, of some show, and I just was like sitting there thinking like, when I see this in person again, I think it was actually a Wicked, and I was like, when I see this in person again, I'm going to just bawl the entire time, like just to be lucky enough to be in this room experiencing what I love again. Like I've taken it for granted in a way, and just to be in that room again that is what I'm looking forward to most. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for sure.
I completely agree.
You're invited on our field trip. We are committed to going to the first reopened performance of Wicked.
That's
when
the one
Linda comes down and says, "It's good to see me, isn't it?" I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Even thinking about it, I'm already shivering.
I need to have my camera out, so that's gonna be like a 5-minute applause.
I mean, Dylan, with the amount of people that I keep inviting on this trip, we're gonna get a group. We're gonna get a group rate.
I know.
It's
someone called Broadway group sales right now.
What'd you say, Jimmy?
Who's current Glenda right now?
Is it Jenna Claire Mason?
That's what I was gonna say.
I think it is Jenna Claire, right?
It might be. Another very, very long.
You better make a choice.
It's gonna be great.
Yell that line. Just yell it.
It's good to see me.
Like full Patti LuPone, like it's good to see me. Isn't it?
Just with syringes in both hands, just like vaccinating herself.
She comes down in the bubble getting vaccinated.
Everyone, Aaron Albano, you're of course invited. You guys, come on. We're all going. We're gonna get a group rate.
come
We're
on.
all going to Wicked.
Wicked will be all just the gays, you know.
Oh my God, we are gonna lose our minds.
It's gonna be so great. Ugh, Wicked.
It is gonna be so great. Oh my gosh, Jimmy, thank you for joining us
Yes.
today.
Thanks for having me.
And what a fun episode. Thanks for besting my game of Broadway
Honestly.
choices.
You really had me stumped there for a few times. I appreciate those answers that you wrote. I was like, any of these could be real.
Well, I'll send you the whole list
A real
of
choice maker
links.
over here.
Yeah. And we'll send you the Katie Rose Clark full video because it's epic.
Please.
Oh my God, can't wait.
For
Jimmy,
sure.
thank you for joining us. Good morning tonight. You guys, I've had 2 of these vodkas. I'm plugging the wrong show. Yeah, I made another one when you weren't looking.
It's
but
all
it's 'cause
Broadway-Talk.
Thursday. We love you so much. Thank you for joining us.
Yes.
And cheers. We'll see you
Love
next
you guys.
time.
Cheers, Jimmy. Love you. Good to see you.
You guys, if you're just tuning in,
You're late.
You missed our extra special guest, Jimmy Larkin from Let's Hear It for the Choice. He bested my game of Broadway choices, and we drank a vodka soda with some Aperol.
Except for never got that open.
And I had 2.
I have
so-
this much left and I need to get it out.
Well, it's you. Listen, you have all night to figure it out. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for joining us. If you had fun tonight,
Yes.
please do hit subscribe on this channel because there is not 1, not 4, but 3 shows that come your way live every
Look at
week.
it there.
It's my favorite joke. And it all starts again. Dylan and I are kind of the finish line of the week. It all starts
true.
again on Monday night with MT Trivia. It
Yes.
stars hosts Kevin and Christopher Metzger-Timpson. It is 3 rounds of Broadway trivia, 2 Broadway guests, and only 1 winner. The stakes could not be higher. Somebody wins and the other person leaves very upset. It's
true.
It's really hard to watch, but you should tune in and watch it anyway. It's Mondays at 9. It's going to be a hit.
And then on Tuesdays, just the next day after Monday at 7:00, we normally have Good Morning Tonight. But unfortunately, this week there is none. They're dark this week.
They're taking it off.
They're taking a week off. But you know what? They'll be back next week for Good Morning
Christopher's
Tonight.
here.
Christopher, he made it into the show. It's been
It's
so
been
long.
so long since we've had a
Say
Christopher
hello to the
sighting.
public. So yes, Good Morning Tonight this Tuesday is dark. But you can catch them back the week after.
Yes, you can.
At
And
7
I'm not
o'clock.
going to tell you tonight who our guests are for the next Tuesday, but it's going to be
For not
very
this
exciting.
Tuesday, but the following Tuesday.
For not this Tuesday, but the following, we've got a Tony Award winner. We've got someone who should have been a Tony Award winner. It's going to be a very good episode. And yes, Layla, this is the first we're announcing it. So you're the first to know we will be dark next Tuesday. But fear not, because Dylan and I will not be dark next Thursday.
Correct.
Dylan, I'm going to be right here with you.
On my birthday episode.
On your birthday episode. And we're going to be drinking with who?
Alicia Umphris.
She can cook too, on top of the rest. Something about seafood.
And I'm so excited to have her on the show. We're going to talk about her concert that she did in a window that we were at. We are going to talk about the Netflix TV show that she is in that is coming back for season 2. And it's going to be a really fun time. So catch us back here next Thursday at 5:30.
We can't wait. Until then, wash your hands, wear a mask.
Wear a mask.
And
Stay inside.
Stay
It's nice
inside.
and warm here.
We love you guys. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next week. Cheers.
Yeah.